Tim, what are you doing here?
I signed a new contract.
That wasn't a contract, Tim.
Yeah, it says it is. It says I work here, and I signed it.
All right. Contract it is.
Yeah. And you might want to read the fine print.
What's in the fine print of your contract?
It says you can't make me do anything.
Oh, that's why it's not a real contract.
Yes,
so, Tim, are you ready for the show?
Wait, we're doing a show today?
We're always doing a show.
Sure, why not?
All right. I mean, you don't look ready.
I am.
Are you sure?
I am.
Really?
I am.
One more time, Tim. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new episode of As the Buckle Turns. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
Of course you are. Anyway,
yes, I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going out there? We're doing awesome. I don't care if you are or not, Tim.
You should. I'm your employee now, but you can't make me do anything.
I'm still the boss. Anyway.
And by the way, I have some beef with you.
What now?
I don't like the photo that you put up on there of me.
You know, there were other photos that I could have chosen.
Yeah, I know there are.
And I decided to go with the less embarrassing one.
Which one are you thinking of?
Oh, there was a cosplay picture that you have where you were dressed up in something. I was going to use that one.
I don't remember which one.
But no, I'm not that mean.
Well, I am, so.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have a lot of news this week.
Finally.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know either, because we've been planning to do something for a very long time. I kind of forgot what that is.
Same here.
It's been like 2 months.
We were supposed to fantasy book something.
Yeah, what was it? It doesn't really matter.
Whatever, you know.
It's clear.
It was probably something that was gonna be really boring.
Probably. I mean, it's like something that hasn't been on the show for weeks now.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe. Who knows? Who
yeah.
knows? Anyway, so let's get right into. It's not necessarily rumors, but it has been confirmed regarding the WWE 2K19 coming up.
Yes. Well, first off, we know who's on the cover.
Yes.
AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Which is really cool.
Which also is because he's even said that like, it's a dream to be on a cover of a game. Because he is a video gamer.
Yes.
He's a big video gamer. And
I wouldn't say big, but he's not Kenny Omega level.
No, he's not that level, but he's a huge on his. Like,
he enjoys gaming.
He loves gaming, but he's not a competitor or like huge like that level. But he's a big gamer, so being on a cover of W2K19 is a great thing for him. And they've now released who the superstar for if you pre-order.
Yes,
and we're getting not just one, but two.
Two.
And the first one that was released is Rey Mysterio.
Dude, I saw that and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome.
Yeah, I like that because they saw his palms like, get him in the video game.
Yeah, I mean, and he has been in their games before, so I mean, it's not going to be a stretch to put him back in.
No, but no, that's a great idea. I like that they got that. There, even if they can never come to terms for him to return, which I think is a shame. If they don't,
dude, I really think that they're trying to, but he has commitments with other companies right now.
It's not just that; like they want him for a full-time schedule.
Oh yeah,
he does not want.
He doesn't want that. He likes the being able to work part-time right now.
I mean, give him the Shawn Michaels part-time schedule.
Yeah.
He works house shows every so often, but he's always
on
round.
TV.
He's always on TV,
which means that he's working once, maybe twice a week.
Yeah. Even then, and when he is on the house shows, he can do like a few weeks where he's doing 2 or 3 shows.
Yeah. And
then he's off from the house shows and he's just on TV.
Right.
That way, he still gets that part-time schedule, but he's never off television.
Right.
So I hopefully there's something will come up with this because
because the biggest wear and tear that anybody who's worked in the WWE has talked about is travel.
Oh yeah,
that's the bigger. It's bigger than being in ring every single night.
Yeah,
traveling it drains everybody so quickly.
Oh yeah. So
that's why when Sean came back, he was able to have such a career.
Oh yeah.
It was because he's like, I don't have to travel that much.
Yeah.
I travel out for a show, I do another show, and then I come home.
Yeah.
That's it.
But yeah, so hopefully that something will come out of it.
Yes.
The number 2 one we just revealed
Yes.
this week is Ronda Rousey.
I would have said that she was already in the game, but okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like once they signed her, it's like we need her in the game. As we know from last year, Matt and Jeff made it in as a DLC.
Right.
Because that's probably around the cutoff, like, oh, we can't get any more in here.
Yes.
It's WrestleMania, or soon after. Because all it really is, it's getting them scanned.
Well, I mean, she was in the company since what, Royal Rumble?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but they probably wanted her base game.
Oh yeah,
which I don't doubt. I would too. If I signed Ronda Rousey to a contract, I'm like, no,
she's in the game.
She's not in DLC. She's from the start.
Right.
So it'll be kind of interesting to see how they go from here. I'm still waiting to hear what we're gonna be getting from them.
If it's anything like the last couple of years, you know that we're getting 2 to 3 versions of Triple H.
Yes. Oh, I'm not talking about like
minimum
people.
of 2 versions of Undertaker.
I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about like game features.
Oh. All right.
Because there's a lot of stuff that I did like about WWE 2K18.
Yeah.
But there's stuff that definitely needs to be fixed.
Really, the 2K game has kind of been broken since it started.
Yeah.
In one way or another.
There's
what was it? 2K, I want to say 16?
2K14 was basically SmackDown versus Raw.
Yeah, but
because it was the THQ version that after they went out of business.
Right. But I think it was like 16 where there was a glitch that if you allowed a ladder to fall over and somebody else bumped into it, there was a risk of a tornado basically happening of the 2 items interacting with each other. Somebody could end up outside of the stadium. And I'm like, that's a bug that someone should have fixed pretty early on.
They should have found that out really soon.
2K17, they fixed that, but there were other things that were broken with the game.
There's stuff I'm looking forward to see what they do with WWE the Universal mode, because they've added some stuff in there that no one really can figure out how to do.
Okay.
Like one of the things that, like motivations for Superstar in Universal mode is an open challenge.
Okay.
They literally cannot. You can go anywhere on the web. No one can figure out how to do an open challenge in Universal mode, and 2K is refusing to tell people.
Okay, it's kind of a thing that's in your game, 2K.
I know.
You gotta let people know how to do it.
I think it's one of those things that they kind of put there as a motivation, but you can't really do anything with it, which is dumb because they do that. They like to put stuff in like the career mode.
Yeah.
That if you go through and like you look through them on the PC, they have like weapons and stuff stashed in random places where you cannot get to.
Yeah.
Now, but they like to put stuff in now, so for next models they don't have to put as much work into them, saving costs.
One of the things
which makes sense.
One of the things that I'm glad that I don't know, it's not necessarily got rid of, but have made work a lot better.
Yep. Was
the online interaction.
Yes. Like THQ's version was terrible. Oh,
it was really, especially 2K 15, 14, 15.
14.
When you would, because you'd be like, okay, well, my rating level is this right now. Okay, well, I'm going to go online and I'm going to see if I can, get a match with somebody else, with my created character.
Yep.
And you'd get into a match with somebody who'd be like 17 levels above you, have everything already maxed out, and you're like, this isn't a fair match. Or the connection to the server would be so terrible that whoever had the better connection immediately won.
Yep.
Because the other person was like, okay, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to wait for it. I'm going to wait for... Oh, I'm already being pinned. Okay, press the buttons.
The match is over. I didn't do anything.
Okay, what happened? I don't... Or somebody would lag out and quit, and you'd be like, and I won?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's gotten better. It'll be interesting to see what they do with it, because one thing they definitely need to get rid of from my career.
Yes.
Loot crates.
Oh God, yes.
Everyone who's tried to do these microtransactions in video games, who was going to be a big part of their financing and all that, are backing out. I mean, EA has backed out of them on the Star Wars games.
That's because of the massive amount of backlash against them.
Yep.
Especially when they were like, okay, well, you could spend, I think it was $400 to get everything unlocked, or it was somewhere around 150 hours of gameplay to unlock everything. And I'm like, that's not even.
No.
Especially since people don't hit 150 hours in online gameplay.
No.
Typically.
One thing I did see a solution for this is someone was saying that if they are going to make it so it doesn't change outcome of the game, where if you get loot crates, you buy loot crates, you can have a more moves, better stuff like that. No, that's not okay.
No.
But if it's like decorations or like just options for customization,
yeah,
that's fine.
I mean, look at Fortnite right now. Fortnite is making money hand over fist on their, it's not loot crates, but it's on their item shop.
Yeah.
And all it is skins.
Yeah.
For, your character, pickaxes, a different skin. All it is just the skin over what your base material is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Which is great because it doesn't improve. If someone buys lots of loot crates, they don't have an advantage.
No
one wants that. It's a bad model for a game. If you give us money, basically,
you can play better.
You get to play better, and you can crush people. No, because you lose people who don't play a lot.
I mean, because for me, EA, I play Battlefield.
Yeah.
I enjoy that game, and the last one that came out, Battlefield 1. They had a ton of loot crates that I could have bought my way to the top.
Yep.
And they had weapons in them. They had it was all stuff to go, okay, well, my next level, I only earned this one mediocre weapon.
Yep.
Or I could buy that loot crate for a better weapon.
Yeah.
Why should I have to buy the loot crate? That should just be an unlock.
Yep.
Where if I wanted to buy it and unlock it early, cool. That part of loot crates or purchasing your way up, I don't mind.
Because you're eventually going to get there yourself.
As for somebody who like me who likes the grind,
yep,
I enjoy the leveling up. People who buy their way to the top, I'm like, so what's the fun in the game that you have then?
I can crush anyone from the beginning.
Yeah, except for the fact that there's nowhere else for you to go.
Yeah.
It's like coming into pro wrestling as the champ. Like, you don't have someplace, there's no climb for you.
Yep.
You're at the top now.
Which is why Brock Lesnar left so early in his career originally.
Because he got to the top too quickly.
I mean, he was great in that spot. But it just didn't give him anywhere to go. So he got bored.
Yeah.
And he decided to go play football and failed.
Yes. And then joined the UFC.
Yes.
Went to New Japan first.
Yes. But yeah, so we have those released. We'll be talking more about WWE 2K19 as more stuff comes out.
Yes.
And going from there. So moving on.
Speaking of Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, speaking of Brock Lesnar. Segue.
So we know that the storyline going into SummerSlam is going to be Brock Lesnar's having a match at SummerSlam.
Yes.
And they're trying so hard, once again, much like the build to WrestleMania, they're trying so hard to make fans boo Brock.
Yep. Okay, so let's get this straight. There's been rumors online that there's a possibility,
yes,
that someone else will be facing Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. Because, and here's
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
That's a name that keeps coming up.
Yes, Seth Rollins. Why can I not think
Samoa Joe? No, he's on SmackDown.
The guy who just won the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Braun Strowman.
I cannot think of his name for the life of me for some reason. I just see him. I see the briefcase. Could not think of his name.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, but he's a possibility because there's and here's what I think it is: it's people in the company who are hoping that Vince McMahon will realize Roman's not gonna get there, and we have to put someone else there.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure.
Literally, look at Money in the Bank.
Yes.
That match was in the middle of the card.
Was fine because that's where Reigns should be.
Yes. But there were fans interested in the matches before it and into the matches before it and into the show from the moment his match ended to the end of the show. Fans were still invested in it.
It just was not that match.
During that match, the fans were bored or yelling out that they're boring, this is awful, CM Punk.
They
got bored of chanting CM Punk in Chicago.
Really quickly and decided to chant, let's go Cena.
Yep.
Cena sucks, for a man who wasn't even at the arena.
I kind of wish that John Cena had been home watching this
Yeah.
and like tweeting to Roman, hey dude, I'm getting cheers during your match. Do I need to return and teach you how to do your job?
Again? It would have been great if he was like at home, it was on the background, and he's just on wait, is that a Cena chant?
Is that a Cena chant? I'm not there.
I'm not there.
Wait, how?
Oh, it's Roman.
Oh, I must be there, and they can't see me.
Chicago can see him.
Yeah, I know.
That's why, but no one else could.
Yeah.
But it's just...
Look, I'm not saying that Roman himself is bad. It's just creative doesn't know how to write for him to make him better.
No, it's not even that. It's Vince McMahon won't allow creative to make him better because it goes against what he wants.
He wants a baby face who looks like the bad guy.
But here's the thing. He is the bad guy because he's doing the whiny heel thing when he's bitching and complaining about how he's the uncrowned WWE Universal Champion.
Roman! Stop talking to the character, not Joe.
Yeah.
Because seriously, to get into WWE, you have to have a pretty hardcore work ethic
yes, you do.
already. So
yeah, you do.
Especially today.
Oh, yeah.
So congratulations, dude, on being able to get a spot at this level and hang on to it for as long as you have.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that one. But Roman Reigns, the character?
Yeah.
Dude, you've been the main event guy for the last 5 years.
And you're not any over.
And the fans don't want you there.
No. And Vince seems to think he can get there. Now, like I said, these other names are out there are probably people in the company who are trying to position people to take that place because they're going to prove to Vince that they do not want Reigns in the main event. We do not want to see Roman versus Brock again. I mean, Bobby Lashley pointed this out on Raw, saying, you know why Brock doesn't want to be here? Because he's probably sick and tired of facing only you.
Yeah. It makes sense.
So, but the rumor is, I read this week, is the plan is still Lesnar, Reigns, again at SummerSlam. And the plan is, get this, they're going in a new direction of how they're going to do this.
Oh, what's this new direction?
They're going to make people hate Lesnar by having, they didn't do this before. Have him actually leave WWE without dropping the belt. Instead of teasing that he's going to leave, no, he's planning on leaving. He's going to leave without dropping the belt. That's going to get people to boo Lesnar and cheer Reigns.
It's not going to get people to cheer Reigns.
No,
all you're doing at this point is making your Universal title mean nothing.
Exactly. I mean, I personally right now, I'd rather have it on Brock Lesnar than Reigns, even though he doesn't show up. But at the same time, it's hurting your ratings by not having your top championship there. And if you put the belt on Reigns and he shows up week to week, it's still going to hurt the show
because the fans don't want to see him as the champion.
No, unless he's a heel.
Right.
And even now people are saying if you turn him heel, who are big fans, turn him heel, he'll get over. Who are starting to say it won't work now.
The boat's missed.
I am still in the camp that you still have a short period of time. You can turn him heel and he'll get over. But your window is closing.
I think it's already closed.
It very well could be, but
at the same time though, because the business is very cyclical.
Yeah,
it can come back.
Oh yeah,
but I mean, right now with the heat that fans have against him,
yeah,
you could turn him heel and the fans will still be like, we don't care.
Yeah,
we don't.
It's possible. I think depending on how you use him after you turn him, will determine that, because I think people are like, oh my god, they actually turned him heel.
Yeah,
he's cursing us out.
Yes, they did it. I mean, I still don't like him as a character, but they went in this direction.
And then that'd be people like, okay, let's see where you go. And then if you just start trying to do what you're already doing, okay, you'd lose him.
Yeah.
But if he actually became an actual heel and kept trying to get heat,
yes,
you'd get him over. He'd get over. I'm not saying it would be immediately.
Refuse interviews.
Yes.
I mean, if he was the bored heel, like he's literally just like, I don't care about being here anymore. I don't want to have to do anything, but I'll show up. I'll get paid. If he was the heel that's just showing up to get paid,
Yeah.
like how you're presenting Brock Lesnar right now, I think he would actually get over.
Oh yeah.
Because at that point it would be like, or he rejects the fans.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Like The Rock, straight rejects the fans, and then that will cause the fans to be like, all right, we finally like you. Because you hate us.
Eventually.
Yes.
But you have to use them correctly, too, though.
Right.
But that's the thing. But that's the story. It's basically Vince McMahon taking what the plan was for WrestleMania.
Oh.
And then just...
Dude, talking about the plan for WrestleMania where it was like, put so much heat on Brock because Brock might be leaving. There's another way that they're doing this as well. This came from PW Insider Elite. Mike Johnson did the report. That Brock Lesnar, from his inside sources, is not working SummerSlam this year.
This has been a rumor I've heard for a few weeks now, though.
Yeah, and I'm just like, that's somebody in WWE going, yep, we know that we can leak false information because, once again, you're going to have your Universal title not, your supposed biggest title, not being defended at SummerSlam after the last time it was defended was WrestleMania. I don't count Greatest Royal Rumble.
No.
It's a glorified house show.
Yes.
Unless next year they turn it into something meaning something.
Yeah.
That it's like, oh no, this is a big show and it does take place in Saudi Arabia, but we do have storylines going into it.
Yes.
They may be blended storylines, but they're
fine.
storylines.
Yes.
Like this year it was just like, oh, here's a show and people are doing stuff. Okay.
It was more about the biggest Royal actually doing a 60-man and having all these people return.
Yes.
Than anything else. And then you give Braun Strowman a belt that you immediately scrap.
I know.
So, but no.
I mean, I kind of feel that belt was more of a trophy.
Yes, but
than the trophy that he also got for it.
Yes, but the thing is though, they also had like having cut photos of him.
I know.
They were gonna put in like pay-per-views. Like, I'm glad that they scrapped the belt because the belt was ugly with that lime green strap on it.
That was...
The design was awesome. I love the design of that belt, but the strap, the lime green, I never want to see another lime green strap again.
I mean, I thought we had a bad enough problem with a purple belt.
Yeah, I thought it was bad enough with the universal red.
I originally used to... when it first debuted, I was like, ooh, that's different.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wow, that is not the same red as Raw red.
No. If it was maroon...
And then they changed the red of Raw to match the belt. But the belt wasn't there to match it with.
No. And even then, you saw the Raw titles belts changing.
Yes.
And that red is actually good.
I know.
It likes it. It's a maroon.
I know.
And it actually looks good. Especially with the silver.
Yeah, I know. That does look awesome.
But black belt, red background. SmackDown should be black belt, blue background like the women's, and it would be fine. But whatever.
Yep.
Anyway, it'll be interesting what they do. I mean, if you really want to put heat on Brock Lesnar, it still won't get Reigns over, but let him defend the title at Survivor Series. And actually be that when he defends his actual title. Because you know what? At least you're kind of following storyline. But
True.
It's someone leaking information to try to get this over with. And you know, if it turns out to be true, great. It's still not going to get Reigns over.
No, if this is a plan to get Roman Reigns over, why are it's gotten to a point where it's so obvious that it's not going to work.
No.
The more obvious you are to try to push somebody,
Yep.
the more that the fans, smart fans, are going to push against it.
Yep. And that's what you're getting, all you have left really right now.
Because, I mean, to be honest, WWE's fan base is not anywhere near where it used to be even 10 years ago.
Nope.
When they had moved into the PG for everything.
Yep. Yeah,
the weird part is, you know that SmackDown has always been TV PG?
Yeah.
Even though they had storylines and stuff on it that weren't?
Yeah.
It was because they could classify it as TV PG, and because I forget what network.
It was UPN.
UPN didn't care.
Yeah.
They were just like, whatever. We're getting ratings.
Yeah, we're getting people on this channel for a change.
So I mean, they were able to get away with things.
Yeah.
While Raw
and also no one really enforced the rating system.
No, for quite some time.
For a while, where if you say you're PG, you have to meet the standards of a TV PG.
Yes.
But yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like we get it. Hopefully, Extreme Rules when we're gonna get Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns. This will be something will happen where it's like, okay,
wait, we have. I'm sorry. I'm just realizing that it's going to be Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns in the ring together with each other.
Yeah.
That's vanilla Bobby Lashley, who, for some strange reason, is not allowed to do anything but smile. Even when he's getting berated by someone like Sami Zayn.
He's actually getting cheers, though, now.
Well, no, but yeah, he gets cheers.
No, like during the Sami Zayn storyline, no one cared.
Well,
now,
because it didn't make any sense.
Oh, no. But now the whole thing of him, especially when he say like he told Reigns like maybe it's just people sick of Brock Lesnar sick and tired of challenging facing you.
You know that he's only getting cheers because it's Roman on the other side.
He's still vanilla because
vanilla
because Vince McMahon won't let.
His work in TNA.
Oh yeah,
he showed a range of emotions. He was able to be.
He's
not
a baby
overbearing.
Face. He's a baby face. They are always smiling.
Even he was a baby face even then. Kind of.
Kind of.
But he was overbearing. Like in the ring, he had a presence.
Oh no.
Right now, he doesn't seem to have much of a presence outside of.
Because Vince wants him to be. Because you know why? When we say he's vanilla, it's a black dude trying to be white.
I don't necessarily know that. It's just
no. That's what Vince wants him to be.
Oh, of course. Well, that's how Vince has treated every person of color in the WWE, outside of Virgil.
Be white. Yeah, Virgil for some reason was immune to that.
But Virgil worked for a rich white guy.
Yes.
Which, by the way, did you know that the $1 Million Man, the character for that, was what Vince wanted to be?
Oh yeah.
When his father was running the company, Vince wanted to be in the ring.
Oh, I know.
And his father was like, no.
Yep.
Just kept saying no. So Vince took the job behind doing commentary for so long. And then eventually when he was able to get in the ring, kayfabe had been broken.
Yeah.
So he couldn't just suddenly become a character and get in the ring. It was, I have to be Vince McMahon, but I can be the bad guy, Vince McMahon. So in the 80s, he came up with a character who was a really rich guy who treated everyone terribly.
Yep.
The $1 Million Man.
Yep.
That was the idea for Vince himself.
Yep.
Weird thing.
I know.
But have you ever noticed that black wrestlers in the WWE have one of two character types?
Oh, yeah?
They're either the smiling, I'm here to put on a show for all of you, or they're criminals.
Yep.
That's it.
Or they're Black Power.
Well, see, that was also due to that was part of the Attitude Era.
That was before the Attitude Era.
It was, but there were already seeds being sown.
I know.
And that was kind of a thing where it was pitched to creative. Creative went, okay. Vince went, a group of you that are angry, therefore committing crimes. See?
I know. Oh, trust me, I know.
That, once again, went to the one of two stereotypes.
Because originally the Nation of Domination was not... It was anyone who's a criminal, basically.
Yeah.
And then when Farouk kicked everyone out, and it said it's only black people.
Yes.
Great.
Oh, I know. But yeah, and then we have boring Reigns.
Oh, I know.
So, that's going to be another match where the crowd is going to purposely boo the match or only cheer Lashley.
Yes.
If Lashley is allowed to show that he can be overpowering.
Yes.
Because he has the physique for it.
Oh, I know.
So why not allow him to do it?
Oh, I know. Let him use the spear.
Yes. Let him use his moves that he's used before.
Oh, I know.
But no, it's Romans only.
Or at least let him use the Dominator again.
Yeah.
Because that's what his finisher was when the last time he was in WWE. And he's strong enough to make that thing look what
I know.
damaging.
I know.
So, especially if he like picks him up and he just whips him. Like, cause most of the time they just bring him down.
Yeah.
Like Farouk would just bring him down, but it wasn't very fast. Like, if he just brought him up and then slams it, like,
and whips
him right down.
Yeah.
That would be great.
That would be awesome.
All right, what's next on the list?
But it's gonna fail. Brock Lesnar's not gonna get heat again.
Oh, he will. He's just not gonna get. Reigns is not gonna get any cheers.
It's going to be like, we don't care. This is boring.
It's gonna
all
close
over
out,
again.
It's gonna close out SummerSlam and people are gonna leave.
Yeah. The match is gonna start. Brock's gonna see that everyone's leaving and turn in a crappy match.
And Vince is gonna be like, "What? It's late again. It's 10:30."
Yeah. No. Vince went on early.
Yeah.
They were there. Half of the crowd was gone at 10:40. I don't know how we got half the crowd, half of a 10 to 15,000 arena.
Yeah.
Gone in 10 minutes. That's a lot of people leaving very quickly.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, all right. Next up are the one pay-per-view that we're not doing prediction. Well, I mean, we're gonna go through the card, but it's not part of our predictions. It's not a real thing
because it kind of. I knew it was coming up, but then we just kind of got distracted with so many cards back to back.
I know.
Dominion, Money in the Bank, NXT, which we're going over to NXT this week.
Yeah. Sorry, it's taking us so long to get to that.
But so it's just like another predictions. It's going on tonight.
Yes.
We're recording on Friday.
So when you listen to this, it's already done.
Yeah.
So what was the point in us giving predictions?
We would have done predictions last week.
Yeah.
We were going over Money in the Bank. That was never going to happen.
No.
So.
All right. So it's Ring of Honor's Best in the World.
Hey, that is CM Punk.
Or so he thinks. Anyway, so I'm just going to go through the card.
Yeah, let's go through the card.
All right,
we'll tell you which ones we're looking
we're looking forward to, who we think might win. I don't know.
Yeah.
So in a singles match, it's Kenny King versus Austin Aries. Don't really care.
The belt collector.
Yeah, the belt collector.
I love that gimmick idea.
I like it. I actually, as a gimmick, as a character, I kind of like Austin Aries. As a person, I kind of think he's a bit of an ass.
Yes.
Because it seems to be that every time a company doesn't have something for him immediately, he just finds a way to leave.
Yeah. But like, I love the belt collector idea.
Oh, it's a great idea.
Yeah. And I love that he's brought all of his belts out
everywhere he goes.
And I like that. That's a great idea.
It worked. It really does work.
And the fact that he's using that gimmick to get a shot at he wants a shot at the Ring of Honor Television Championship, not the Ring of Honor World Championship. Because the Ring of Honor Television Championship is the only one he's not held.
Okay.
I like that. He's actually saying, no, to me, that television championship is more important because I've never held it.
That's story-wise, that works very well.
Yeah. And it also elevates someone who's a belt collector of all these world titles.
Yeah.
Wanting a non-world title.
I want that belt.
It's a world title because it's a world television, but it's not the world championship.
It's not their top title.
Yeah, I like that. It's a really cool idea.
Don't really care who wins.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's a singles match that's whatever.
It'll be interesting what happens though.
Next up is the Baltimore Street Fight for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. It's Punishment Martinez versus Adam Page.
Yes, this will be interesting to go.
Hangman.
Because Punishment Martinez just won it a few weeks ago.
Yes. And
that changed this to this kind of match for the title. So it'll be interesting to see if they put the belt on Hangman Page.
I mean, that would be awesome. Because the dynamic within the Elite and the Bullet Club and all of that's still going on. And the fact that we also have the Golden Elite on top of it. Yep. So, wait, does that mean that the Bullet Club has split into 3 factions?
I think, it's like, technically, it's still one faction in a way. Well, but
no. I want you to think back when I called out that the Young Bucks were going to team back up with Omega in Ibushi and form their own faction.
You never said Ibushi.
Well, Omega.
Yes.
And form their own faction. Cody would have his own faction. Huh. Who called that?
Both of us.
I totally called it before you. But no, it's also it's WCW's NWO and the Wolfpack.
Oh, I know.
You have the Elite and the Golden Elite. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I do like the Golden Elite a lot better.
The only difference is that you have a third entity, the Bullet Club,
Yeah.
which just seems to be neutral.
Who's just like, what the hell is going on over there?
It's like, it's okay.
We got our own stuff to think about. Never mind.
And Bad Luck Fale is like, I don't care. The Bullet Club is fine.
I know. The Bullet Club is fine. Bullet Club's over here, though.
Bullet Club's over here, though. But the Bullet Club is fine. I don't know what's going on with them. We like Kenny.
Kenny's cool. The Young Bucks are cool.
You know, we like Marty Scurll.
Yeah.
Hangman Page.
I mean, he's okay.
Cody's nuts.
Cody's weird.
But
they're all part of the Bullet Club.
They're part of the Bullet Club if they want to be. Still.
Yeah.
Cody's like, the Bullet Club is fine. The Bullet Club is mine. We're over here.
Fale's over there being like, hold on. Let me just go ahead and crack some knuckles and figure this one out for a second.
You know, it'd be hilarious if Bad Luck Fale one day, like Cody's saying this like on there, and you see Bad Luck Fale like come out, and he has a shirt that says the Bullet Club is here, and it's pointing up to him. He's like, "Screw you all, I'm the leader now."
Big boot, done.
No, he didn't even attack Cody. He's just one that you just see him later on. He's like, "There's a Bullet Club. The Bullet Club is fine. The Bullet Club is." And then
here. the back of the shirt is the Bullet Club is mine.
The Bullet Club is here, and it points towards his head.
All right.
And just like,
I would actually like to see Adam Page versus Austin Aries more than Martinez versus Aries.
Oh yeah.
But who knows? That's actually a match that I'm going to look forward to.
Cool.
But the next up match is one that I'm really looking forward to. Jay Lethal, who, if you watch Being the Elite, has been going through a really tough time. That every time someone puts their hand on his shoulder, he turns into Macho Man.
Or the Black Machismo.
I think it's more Macho.
I think it's more Macho, just because. But he is a throwback to Black Machismo,
right? But
he is being like more the. It's definitely more Macho Man.
Yeah, because I mean, you look at the way he talks to people.
Yeah.
You know, it's real. Like he does such a great job with it.
And if you touch him again, then he reverts back.
He reverts back, and he's just like, "What's been going on? I don't like this. I gotta go talk to the doctors."
He doesn't know what's like. Wait, what are you talking about? Nothing's happened. What are you talking about, guys?
Yeah.
So yeah, Jay Lethal needs to come to NXT.
Yes, he does.
I think Triple H will eventually reach out to him because I think he's wants him. Oh, side note.
Yeah.
There may be a softening on WWE's side for the Young Bucks.
You saw that as well?
Yeah, that's maybe the reason why they advertised the E3 match more was because they're like, oh no, we kind of want them.
Yeah, so just to break away from the card for a second.
Yes.
It was reported that the Young Bucks are now being followed by the official WWE Twitter account.
Yes. It doesn't mean anything.
The Young Bucks are not officially following the WWE account. I don't know.
Because he's like, oh, welcome. They can follow us. I don't have space for them.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Kind of a full friends list.
Yeah.
I'd have to knock somebody out, and I'm not moving Kenny off.
he's just like,
I mean, I could move my brother off, and Nick's over there being like, Matt, stop it.
And he's like, I've been thinking about moving Cody off, but I just haven't gotten there
Cody
yet.
Comes in, smacks him in the back of the head. We have All In left to do.
he's like, I have All In to do with him, so I can't move him off until at least that's over.
Yeah, I know.
And we'll see how that goes, and I might have to stay with him because we might do All In 2 in New York.
Yeah, they've been... sorry to still go away from the card. There was Cody has his own YouTube channel now.
Oh yeah,
the first video that went up
yeah.
was him and the Bucks talking about the show.
Yeah,
All In coming up, and it really was. It was one of those that they were like, okay, they're not TV producers.
Yeah,
but they have guaranteed that the All In will be. There will be a live feed of it.
Yes, we knew that. I saw that a few weeks ago. I meant to bring that up. We just had so much shit to go through.
But they're not TV producers.
Yeah.
So they have to hire a TV producer or but all three of them have admitted that they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
They know how to book a show. They know how to do all that stuff.
They're working on getting it, but they are going to get one.
Yeah.
More likely, this will probably end up on Ring of Honor or even the New Japan's streaming service.
Or something else altogether.
It's possible.
Who knows? It ends up on the WWE network.
No.
Triple H is the one producing it.
It's like, yeah. How great would that be? Like,
oh my god.
Imagine this. It's like, it comes out. WWE has come to terms with Paul Levesque, and there's no like, we wish you in his future endeavors. And then like the next day, it's like Triple H's Twitter accounts. Triple H's Twitter account is like Paul Levesque, and it says that I'm all in. It's like, how does he not have a? He's like, I'm Triple H, bitch.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm Paul Levesque, bitch. My wife still works that place.
Yeah, I know. I still got a ton of money.
I got permission.
All right. So yeah, it's Jay Lethal versus Kushida. That one I'm actually looking forward to. Then we've got an 8-woman tag team match. Sumi Saki, Jenny Rose, Mayu Iwatani, and Tennille Dashwood versus Kelly Klein, Odeo Tai, which is Hazuki, Kangetsu, and Hana Kimura. Kimura? Yeah. Yeah. Moving on.
Quick note on Tennille Dashwood.
Yes.
I read an article where she's like, when she came over to Ring of Honor, she just wanted to get away from Emma character as fast as possible.
Which is hilarious because really, this is what Emma should have been.
Yeah.
This entire time.
Because like when you look at her 2 matches with Asuka before she got released, they're good matches.
Yes.
You can see she knows. We always know she could wrestle, but they went with the gimmick, these comedy stuff. They just wouldn't let her do anything because.
You're in the WWE. You're either top talent or you're a comedy act.
But she was still being punished from that Walmart incident years ago. That fans forced WWE to rehire after releasing her.
Yeah.
Because there was such a backlash. But Vince is like, oh, fine, we'll keep her. But she's never
getting ahead.
She'll never get anywhere. So she just wanted to get away from that character, and she's like, I just want to wrestle, and I want to just show people what I can do.
All right.
Which is great.
All right, so next up is a 6-man tag match for the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Championship.
Okay.
I wonder why it would be a 6-man tag team match for this. It doesn't make sense. So it's the Kingdom. Matt Taven, TK O'Ryan, and Vinny Marseglia versus Los Ignobles de Japón. I always screw that up, and I don't care anymore. But it's Bushi, Evil, and Sonata.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll be interesting.
I want to see Los Ignobles instead. Just because, I mean, it's Bushi, Evil, and Sonata.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a hard match.
Yes. It'll be an interesting match.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Also gives these guys more exposure.
Yeah.
I love how we have WWE where people are overexposed on how much we use them. When you see these guys on the indie scene, they're working probably even some of them as hard as schedule,
much, if not more,
and they're still not even close to being overexposed.
I know. It's just like what? Okay, because unlike the WWE, who reports on every single house show that ever happens and pushes 17 people on their TV show and no one else.
I know.
Which is why you have overexposure.
Yep.
Because it's we're saying, it's the same 5 people in the main event scene.
Oh, no.
Which, I mean, there was a period, late 90s, early 2000s, where that happened. But it didn't feel like there was only 5 people in the main event scene because there was always something happening.
Yeah, there's multiple storylines, multiple arc storylines going on, which was well done.
Yes.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, it wasn't well done. It was done enough that you didn't get bored with it.
Well, no, it was done. I mean, like when you had
there wasn't a lot of great writing at the time.
I'm talking about like
Rikishi did it for The Rock. Come on.
I know. But I'm talking about like you had these multiple arcing storylines. So while they were always in the main event,
right?
If they weren't challenging for the belt,
there was always something to do.
They were having another feud because it made sense as a distraction, as a turning point for that character at the time. I mean, come on, look at the debut of Kane.
Yeah.
One of the longest running storylines for WWE until he debuted.
I know.
So it's just like it shows you like they did really well with multiple arc storylines. Some of them always make sense, but that part was done well.
Right. All right, next up is a singles match. Flip Gordon versus Bully Ray.
Yes. And Flip Gordon is still trying to get booked for All In.
Seriously. Cody. Matt. Nick.
Don't book him.
Book him.
Don't book Finn Gordon.
Book him in a match against Marty Scurll.
Don't book Flip Gordon.
Book Flip Gordon.
Don't book Flip
Shut
Gordon.
up over there.
No. My contract says you can't make me do anything.
Actually, that's not a real contract.
Yes, it is.
You keep bringing up this contract that only your handwriting is in. I'm sorry, that's not a real contract.
Yes, it is.
And my signature's not on it at all.
You might want to double check that.
That's you writing in my name. That's not my signature.
No, it's your signature. You gotta check that contract.
Nope.
I went up and hey, Adam, sign this. You were busy. Like, I need to sign that? Like, why?
It's also not proven. No attorney looked it over, so it's not legal. I'm really sorry.
I'm sure it is.
Next up is the tag team match for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship.
Yeah.
It's the Briscoes, Jay and Mark Briscoe, versus the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. This is probably one of the few times where I say that the Briscoes will probably lose.
Oh, yeah, it's possible.
I mean, the Briscoes they are to Ring of Honor what the Dudleys were to WWE.
Yeah.
They were the guys that was just like, you put us in a championship match, we'll probably, 75% of the time we're walking out the champions.
Yes.
I mean, unless it's a triple threat, then, we might lose.
But not just that, Jay Briscoe, I think it was Jay,
Probably.
has been Ring of Honor World Champion.
Yeah. Like, these guys, the Briscoes are Ring of Honor.
Yes.
Like, they've been there for...
Very long time.
Man, I want to say almost... a little over 10 years at least.
And they're multi-time tag team champions.
Yes.
Which is cool.
And yeah, this is one of the other matches that I'm like, nope, as soon as I can watch it, I'm going to watch this match.
All right.
And we're going to go through it and it's going to be awesome.
Okay.
All right, and the main event is a 3-way match for the Ring of Honor Championship.
World
Championship, whatever. It's Dalton Castle, who's the current champion, versus Cody versus Marty Scurll.
Squirrel.
This is a 2-on-1 match.
Yes, but
it's a 2-on-1 match. But there's going to be that looking at this on paper, there's going to be the storyline at some point of Cody and Marty being in the ring and being like, well, one of us has to get pinned.
Yeah. And Cody
demanding Marty being like, dude,
no.
I don't know if I can do that. I mean, I want to actually win this. I want to win this.
See, I would love to see what would happen is to add to the chaos of Cody's Elite.
Yeah.
Is like they work together and eventually Cody wins the belt.
Okay.
Back. Not by pinning Dalton Castle, but pinning Marty. And not after like Dalton hits his finisher and Cody just sneaks in for the pin. No, I want to see like Cody
has to hit the crossroads on Marty.
Actually, he comes in and he purposely he could hold up, but he Marty has his finisher locked in, and then Cody's like, no, it's me.
No.
He kicks him and he hits the crossroads on Marty, pins Marty for the belt, the win, and that will add tension and make Cody like, you're in my elite. I'm the one with the belt.
I control the elite.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could be golden.
Yeah, he's like, well,
there might be a golden opportunity for me someplace else.
Yeah. See, that's one thing I'd love to see, like with the elite. Cody's just like, no. I am the elite. If you want to be part of the elite, consider elite, you have to be with me. Even with me, you're not elite because only I am elite. And he eventually chases the people who are aligned with him away. Okay.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the card for Ring of Honor Best in the World. Hopefully it is as great of a show as we hope it will be.
It starts at 9 p.m. tonight.
All right.
That's
in 2 hours.
Yes, and it will be on the Ring of Honor streaming service.
Okay, cool. So when you guys listen to this, you can tell us in the comment section how awesome the show was if you got to watch it, or whether or not it's a waste of our time.
Yeah.
I highly doubt it's a waste of our time.
Most of Ring of Honor stuff doesn't seem to be a waste of your time.
Not really.
At some point, I'm probably going to check out their streaming service.
Yeah.
I probably also want to kind of check out New Japan's. New Japan's is going to be a while because I have to get myself more familiar with their product.
Yeah.
Which I'm trying to do.
They seem to take matches more seriously.
Yes.
There are consequences when you lose.
And that's why I want to kind of get there, but I'm so ingrained with WWE style.
Well,
watching more than one or two matches for New Japan really just like... My big issue with New Japan, though, and I really have to get over it, and I can easily... I know it's just... if you took New Japan, how they do everything, but you put it in the presentation of WWE, you'd win.
Okay.
I love that. And I think that New Japan will eventually up their capabilities.
Yeah.
But they also got to remember, I also got to remember too, it's a Japan product.
Right.
Their culture and how they do things is differently.
Yes.
But I do think you could take a lot of the production values from WWE and easily incorporate it in
Oh,
there.
Probably.
So I'm hoping that eventually...
I doubt they're going to have like a stage and all
I don't.
that
That's
stuff.
not. That's not my thing. But I would rather have a little more elaborate entrances.
Yeah.
But you don't have to go so elaborate that WWE does.
I know. I do
But-
not enjoy the someone's running out and their music cues.
I know.
It's like,
I liked it when Cody came out at the end of the
no music
no
cue.
music. He
Nothing.
just came out and I like that. That's fine. That works.
The Young Bucks came out. There was no music cue
Yes.
for them. What was this past week on, I want to say SmackDown, when Team Hell No got back together.
Oh yeah, I thought that was great.
Kane's music hit.
I know.
And he was coming out to rescue Daniel Bryan. There's no reason for his music to hit. He should have been halfway down the ramp, and then his music hits, and then it just cuts off.
He should have come up out of the ring.
That too.
But you can't do that when you have to film 205 Live.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of 205 Live,
Yeah.
I just saw this yesterday. Cruiserweight division is no longer on Raw.
I know.
You know why?
Why?
Triple H has made it that he is to protect them. They're only on 205.
Smart move.
So I was like, yes.
Smart move.
Oh, and just another thing that popped in my head once we got into the Ring of Honor card. There's rumors of who will be facing for the WWE World Championship at Hell in a Cell.
Already?
Yeah.
All right.
You know who?
Who?
Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles.
Ooh, I see. I like that idea for a match.
Which means that AJ, because the rumor is that he's going to be remaining the champion until WWE 2K19 comes out.
Of course.
So, if we're going to get some... I love Rusev coming in there. If we get Joe at Hell in a Cell, I kind of want Joe...
When is Hell in a Cell again?
I think usually it's October, but
October.
I think this year it's September, which makes no sense to me.
All right.
Late
September then?
Yeah, because it usually fits into October.
Yeah.
Because it fits better with the Halloween.
Yeah.
I like that better, but I mean, like, even though I would rather see Joe and AJ at SummerSlam.
Okay.
And if you wanted a rematch,
Yeah.
if it is September, that's fine.
Yeah.
But anyway.
All right, let's get on to NXT Takeover Chicago.
I forgot we had that.
2.
I forgot about that.
We still haven't talked about
I know.
the better show of that weekend.
I thought we were done with the show, and I'm like, oh yeah, we have NXT to take over.
No, we got one more.
Yeah,
All right.
that's fine. This is a great show. Let's talk.
So there were 5 matches on the card.
And all of them better than the Ring of Money in the Bank.
Ooh. Yes, no, that is very true. That wasn't. You weren't calling anyone out. You were just stating fact.
Yes.
It really comes down to WWE. They're creative on the main roster and what they do in NXT.
And when we say creative, it's what Vince McMahon will allow.
And will not allow.
And it's basically anyone getting over besides Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, if he can't get Reigns over, he's going to destroy his own company.
He's going to burn it to the ground.
He's like, I can't have it my way, I don't want it.
Yeah.
And Triple H will be like, fine, NXT is no longer related to WWE.
Nope. I'm taking that on its own thing.
Um,
I'm taking 205 Live with me.
Yep.
Comes back into the room, grabs a piece of paper, and I'm taking 205 Live too.
205 Live too.
Vince is like, I didn't even realize I had that still.
He's like, I'm taking the network.
You can burn Raw to the ground. I don't care.
Yeah.
Anyway, So the show opened with the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong with Adam Cole taking on Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch for the NXT Tag Team Championship. It was cool to see Adam Cole get kicked out of the match.
Yes. But not just
perfect.
Not just that, but like there's a spot where you thought they were both gonna like tap.
Yeah.
And then Kyle O'Reilly rolls over and starts kicking the other guy in the while still in the finisher.
No.
He's like, yes. Oh, it was a great match. I thought this match should not have opened the match. There's a specific match I wanted to open with that came later.
What did you want to open?
Well, only the one and only in the Dream.
Ooh. See, that's the very next match.
I know, but I thought that should have been open the match because it's a great match.
The King.
But this was still a great match.
Yeah.
Sadly, Orny Lorcan.
Yep.
I think it was Orny Lorcan. Maybe been Danny Burch. I can't remember which one. Actually got injured in the match.
Oh.
Will be out of injury. I can't remember what it was though.
Oh, okay.
So he's gonna be out. Speaking of injuries, there's another injury that happens later in the night.
Oh, yes, but we'll get to that.
Yes.
All right. Next up was the Undisputed Era retained their champions.
I am one.
Oh, look at that. Both of us at one.
Yes, we did.
All right. Next up was Ricochet versus the Velveteen Dream in a singles match. Ricochet did win. Yes, we both got that one right.
2-2.
Yep.
And not just that. We had a little bit of a Hulkamania moment.
Okay, so those tights were not because of Hulkamania.
No,
Velveteen Dream was able to make the tights through his use of character.
Yes.
To have almost a Hulkamania moment.
And you know what the funny thing is? If you look at it, the entire match started out exactly how the Rock Hogan match started at WrestleMania. Looking to the fans.
Oh, yeah.
I love how... And I called this match. What was going to happen. Velveteen Dream was trying to figure out a way to upshow Ricochet. And he's like, if you can do it, I can do it too.
Right.
Even to the point of like, Ricochet going point for point as well, trying to do the elbow drop. And halfway, 2/3 of the way to the ring.
Yeah.
And getting hit with knees. But what came down was the Dream went too far of showboating and just wasting too much time that allowed for Ricochet to
get enough rest and come right back
and hit. Oh my God, his 630.
630
is amazing. That's a great finisher.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah, Ricochet is the future WWE champion.
Oh, of course,
by far.
Of course, he is.
Especially under Triple H.
Yeah.
Like we like to say, like Adam Cole. Like there's people who are saying this, and I agree with it. Adam Cole is a Triple H pet project.
Of course, yeah.
It very much is. Ricochet's his cruiserweight and future Rey Mysterio project.
Oh God, yeah.
He's gonna save Ricochet. He's like, when you go up, I'm gonna get you on 205 Live so I can protect you there. Because you're dealing with me, not Vince.
Yep.
And I'm not going to bring you to the main roster.
Unless I know that they'll use you correctly.
Or I'm in charge.
Right. This was, it was a genius match.
Oh, yeah. It was amazing.
Oh, little extra trivia, if you will.
Sure.
The tights that Velveteen Dream was wearing.
Yes.
They're actually Ricochet's tights.
Yes, you told me this before.
Yeah. They're from his Prince Puma.
Yes.
Yeah, his Prince Puma character from...
Lucha Underground.
Lucha Underground. Those tights were never seen on TV.
Yeah, nice.
He had them specially made. He was going to be wearing them, and then they decided not to use him, which then his contract ran up, and he went to the WWE.
Yes.
So he had these tights that he was just like, I've used them in a few house shows, but I've never had a match that warranted these. And Velveteen Dream, dude, Velveteen Dream really is straight up the future of the WWE.
Oh, I know. He's 22 years old.
He's super young, and he has a control. He's able to sell.
Yes.
He's more than decent on the mic.
Oh yeah, and he's getting better with each one.
Yeah, and he's obviously getting better. it's more he's getting comfortable.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Let me talk about the Velveteen Dream, because I remember when he debuted.
Yeah.
They were teasing this because he was doing a similar gimmick, but it was called the Patrick Clark experience.
Yep.
On NXT house shows before they switched him to the Velveteen Dream. And so when he became the Velveteen Dream, he was like, "Oh, this is Patrick Clark from Tough Enough and all that." And you're like, "Okay, I don't know what to expect from this." And when he came out, you're like, is it Goldust?
Goldust, I'm a weird character.
Yeah, it was like a debut. When he debuted, the match was okay. I wasn't so sold on the elbow drop as a finisher. If you do an elbow drop for the finisher, you have to do it well. Kari Sane.
Yep.
Wow. She knows how to...
Macho Man Randy Savage, Shawn Michaels elbow drop.
I'm talking about for a finisher because Shawn Michaels never used it as a finisher.
No, but
Michaels know how to sell it.
Yeah, he made it so it was important.
Yeah. Basically, I like to think Michaels' elbow drop is like what AJ Styles does with the phenomenal forearm.
Yes.
It's
not necessarily a setup, but it can be a setup. It could finish a match.
If Michaels was told this is gonna be a new finisher, he could easily just make a tweak and it would work
well. Even better.
Just like AJ Styles with the phenomenal forearm. He did that for years as just a move, and then he said, "Well, we wanted that to be your finisher, one of your finishers." And he's like, "Okay, let me.
Right,
what am I gonna do?"
More of a signature.
Yeah, let me try something. And then he stole it, and bam.
Yeah.
He just figured out like, oh, this would work. This is how WWE works. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do this, and like, it worked. Same thing. It was a good debut, but it's like I don't really. I mean,
where are they gonna go with this kid?
You couldn't really see much because he wasn't against someone really top notch. Then you saw his feud with Aleister Black.
Wow.
And that's where you saw the character growth.
For me, that feud with Aleister Black was watching Raven and Tommy Dreamer.
Yes.
When Tommy Dreamer was so wanting to get over with the fans.
Yep.
Except it was ECW, and they were like, "Fuck you," because you're not doing this extreme stuff. But then he has that run with Raven.
No, it was Sandman.
No, it was Raven.
The whipping.
That was Sandman.
Yes.
But the moment of he's hardcore, which was Raven's chant for the longest time, when he beat Raven and then stood in the ring with his arms like all the way out, and he's just hearing you're hardcore, those chants. He beat Raven to get that.
Yeah, but it was the Sandman.
It was the Sandman thing that when people went, "Oh, he's willing to take the punishment."
And it was when he lost and he got Kane, and he had to ask for another.
Yes.
And he just kept going because they were like, "You can't take this pain because you're not one of us. You're like one of those people from WWE."
That was the push for him for the longest time, was that he belonged on those mainstream vanilla shows instead.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Please, sir, may I have another?" But yeah, that match, because that was a character moment for Velveteen. We got to see the character more.
Right.
He's freaking out because Aleister Black will not say his name.
All he wants is respect from this guy.
He just wants him to say his name, and he will not give it. And he's throwing like a temper tantrum.
Right.
But he's just like, we got to see that. And the match was amazing.
It was very good.
That's where we kind of saw this growth.
Yeah.
So, yes, Velveteen Dream is the future. I hope he stays in NXT for as long as possible.
Yes.
Because I want him to be protected, because if he goes to the main roster, Vince will change everything about him and he will fall flat.
Oh, he'll be used every single week, and every week it'll be either a win or a loss, depending on whether it's a odd week or an even week.
The funny thing is, Velveteen Dream has yet, outside of his debut match, has not won an NXT TakeOver.
No, but he keeps turning out good matches.
Exactly. But that's the thing.
But that's... when you get to the main roster, it'll be like, and here's your vanilla match for 7 minutes. Don't go outside the lines, and here are your 4 moves.
Yeah, but no, I mean, like, here's the thing, though. It's playing to his inexperience as a character.
Right.
He can put on these great matches,
but he hasn't been able to finish them yet.
Because he's still a rookie.
Right.
It's a genius push. He's always has a match at a TakeOver, which is great. But anyways, moving on.
All right. Next up,
if it wasn't from the main event, that would have been my match for the night.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's my second match of the night.
It really, it kind of was. So next up is the singles match for the NXT Women's Championship. It was Shayna Baszler versus Nikki Cross, and Shayna won by technical submission.
Yes. Okay, so why can I say this? Well, this match was a good match. It wasn't the best match.
It was short.
Sure, but here's the thing. This match was never meant to be a long match.
No.
This this entire match was story driven.
Right.
It was meant to show that Shayna can beat Nikki, but Nikki is nuts. We already knew that.
Yeah.
But she's nuts to the point where she'd rather pass out than tap out.
Right.
That was the whole story, which Shayna can't comprehend.
No, I mean, the entire match, Shayna was just trying to hurt Nikki.
Yeah.
To get Nikki to tap out.
Yeah. And she was like, when she finally locked in her finisher, she's like,
she was super happy.
Yeah,
it was like,
she's like,
you see that? It was like, all right, fine. She's got it locked in.
He's like, oh, I'm not getting this out.
Like, I don't know what were you trying to do there?
I don't know. I was just going with it.
Because once again, you keep acting things out on an audio show.
I know what you're talking about. This camera's there, and don't forget about the camera and the smoke detector over there.
So Nikki Cross couldn't get out and instead decided to pass out?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all you had to... Okay. Moving on.
I had to act.
But yes, we both chose Shayna on that one too.
So we're 3 for 3.
3 for 3 halfway into the show.
That's about to change.
Yes, it is. Because next up was the singles match for the NXT Championship, which I did think it was a little odd that they were doing the championship before the street fight.
Yes.
Because NXT had kind of set the rule that the championship always closes the show.
Yeah. Can I just say this?
Yes.
There was a great meme going out there for NXT for Aleister Black right now. Mm-hmm. You saw this? It's like because apparently the next challenger is going to be Tommaso Ciampa.
Okay.
And someone was like, Aleister Black's like, yay, I'll finally be able to main event of Takeover. After I'm NXT champion and I have not yet main evented a Takeover.
He hasn't, because the Gargano and Ciampa match, that feud is so fire that of course they're going to close the show.
Now, here's the thing.
Yes.
As of the latest tapings, yes, Tommaso Ciampa is facing Aleister Black at TakeOver. These tapings only cover through July. There's still a possibility that Johnny Gargano may get added to this match. Not saying that they're going to.
Who knows?
But imagine this. Imagine if the tiebreaker for Gargano and Tommaso, or for Ciampa, was for the NXT Championship because Tommaso takes it.
I don't know. Maybe. That I can actually see, especially with the two matches that they've turned in.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
But I'd rather see that. I would rather see the triple threat match, unfortunately, but that's just me.
So, I'm going to say, Lars Sullivan probably shouldn't have been in this match.
Why is that?
I know that NXT is supposed to be where people get better to go further on. Yeah, the dude is just big. He looks a little confused in the ring. Like, he doesn't know where his spots are. Like, when he comes up from a move, he's like, okay, now I got to reorient myself to know that I need to do this.
He is very still green.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. But from what if you watch where he was when he debuted, he's one of the homegrown guys.
Okay.
They started him off as a storyline where he kept tagging with people, small guys who would lose, and then he would destroy them.
Okay.
And they kind of built him from there.
That makes sense.
So it was a great thing from there.
Because he obviously has the power aspect of his character down.
His whole character is he's a big guy who loves chaos, but he's smart.
Yeah. Oh no, he is. I mean, except for that one botch in this match. That's out of everything. Like, I was thinking maybe there was going to be a spot in Ricochet and Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
Due to Ricochet's high-flying antics, that maybe there would have been a spot that didn't land 100% correct.
Yeah.
It was a little bit off, and you're like, oh, that didn't land the way it was supposed to. But,
Yeah.
you know, Ricochet landed on his feet and, you know, carried on the match anyway.
Yeah.
Aleister Black hit, well, more accurately, Lars Sullivan reacted to, what's the kick?
The Black Mass.
The Black Mass. When the Black Mass didn't even hit him.
Yeah.
It was, like, he should have just, like, turned and looked at Aleister and been like, no. And then hit him with something, or attempted to hit him so that Aleister would have to do it a second time.
See, that's how powerful the Black Mass is.
It doesn't even have to hit you.
When you piss off Aleister Black, he's so powerful. That he can put so much power behind it.
That was a hardcore botch, because I mean, you hear the slap and you see Lars just stand there for a second, full on make eye contact with Aleister and go, "Oh, I'm supposed to fall down," and then just fall down. Ooh, wait, hold on. I'll be down here. Don't worry about it.
There's a spot when he finally does hit the Black Mass.
Yeah.
He apparently connected more because Lars Sullivan has a fractured jaw.
Ooh, yeah, that second connection was actually pretty. It was a solid hit.
And so he's got no time frame of how long he's gonna be out, but that sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. Because I like Lars as a character. I see that he's going to be the guy going forward. That, you know, he's going to build up.
And here's the thing. He moves, for a big man, he moves well in that ring.
Yeah, he does.
He does have to orient himself. That's
being green.
That's very being green.
You know, you see Roman Reigns have to do that every once in a while.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though, like Lars. His character's dead on. He knows what he wants to do with this character.
Yes.
He's getting better in the ring every time. I wish his finisher was a little bit better. Hit a better finisher.
Yeah.
It's not the choke slam, but it's a version of a choke slam in a sense. But I get it. He's a big guy, and he'll figure out better ways to make that.
As long as it's not the big boot.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for not doing that.
But he's a big guy who can, and he's a big guy who can move well in that ring.
He's a big guy who's relatively green, moves well in the ring. Didn't they just get rid of a guy who was a big guy from the main roster who, well, I mean, he didn't move very well in the ring and was super green? Why was he on the main roster? Oh, yeah, because he had a mouthpiece that actually got over the fans.
Yeah.
Neither one of them were good in the ring.
You know, the sad thing is
I'm glad they're gone.
You know what? A sad thing I heard?
What?
Is that there are apparently a lot of independent companies who want to bring both of them in as a tag team.
Of course there is.
Why? They're terrible in the ring.
They're terrible, but they're a draw.
Yeah.
That's all it comes down to. They can make a buck.
You're gonna realize how much they can't draw.
Oh, I know. When they start hurting themselves again.
No, when they show up and people are going to go, oh, we're going to get a lot of ticket sales, and it didn't do what they were thinking.
It doesn't do.
Because people are over them.
And then, now it's time for Match of the Night.
Yeah, Match of the Night by far.
It's a street fight between Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. 35 and a half minutes from bell to bell.
First off, we got to say how this match started out first. Oh. Because the storyline going into this match was Candice LeRae, she was done with this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, you want to go and get yourself hurt? I'm done.
Yeah, she walked away from Johnny.
And how does this match, before this match starts, she walks out there and hands him a chair and says, go kick his ass.
She was just like, look, you're going to do this? Do it.
Yeah, go kick
this out of your system.
Yep.
I'll see you at home.
Yep.
That's all. That's all that was needed.
And I like Candice LeRae.
I do. I actually have been able to go back and check out some of the matches with the tag team matches with her and Joey Ryan.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah. It actually brings a little bit more respect for me for Joey Ryan on top of it too. I'm like, yes, he's a comedy act.
Yes, he is.
And he accepts that he's a comedy act. He doesn't care.
No.
He's like, no. I mean, also we're still, looking for the his killer. It's Being the Elite. Go check that out. Because I mean, anytime that that Joey Ryan makes an appearance, it's just the ghost of Joey Ryan. It's just a ghost.
Yes. But anyway, so we get that. And then we get Tommaso, who comes out with no ring music.
No music still. I love it.
And still refuses to let WWE do merchandise for him.
Yep.
He's a classic heel. I love it.
Great.
And we get this match. We get this street fight. And by the way, can I point out they were not in their wrestling gear?
No, okay. So I pointed this out to you. I was like, so it's a street fight. So they're going to be in jeans and no shirt.
Yep.
What happens? They're both in shirts and not jeans, but some other pants.
Kind of like combat pants type thing.
But Gargano's outfit was awesome.
Yes.
It was pure Captain America.
Yes.
I was like, thank you very much. You are the face, and you're pulling that whole I may or may not be Captain America type of thing.
Yes. But you were Gargano, was it Gargano? No, it was Tommaso who lost his shirt eventually.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's like, but that's the thing. Like I said that when we did our predictions, I'm like, they better not be in ring gear.
No,
this is a street fight.
Street fight, no ring gear.
No ring gear. But jeans, no shirts, absolutely fine.
Yeah, that's standard street fight.
For some reason,
I don't get it.
I liked the fact that they started with shirts on.
Yeah,
I like that because it's just like the whole no shirt thing. Unless you fell in line with your character,
right? It never fully makes sense. Like, okay, so I'm just gonna go one example from me of a street fight that, quite honestly, like the ring attire for the street fight didn't make sense. John Cena's street fight.
Yes.
Dude comes to the ring always wearing jorts.
Yeah.
Takes off his shirt. Okay. Why doesn't he just wear that for the street fight? No, he wears full-length jeans. And I'm like, John, what are you doing?
I know.
Stop that. Just wear your jorts. You're already wearing them. Why'd you change?
I know.
And leave your shirt on this time. So it's different.
It's John Cena. He can't have a shirt on.
I know. I'm surprised that shirts don't fly off his body.
I know.
They're just like, poof.
It's like,
but oh my god, the spots in this match are insane.
Okay, we said this before the show. This is an Attitude Era street fight, almost complete ECW street fight. But what they did with it was they're like, okay, which those matches back in ECW and Attitude Era were spot fests.
Right. I mean, even through the Ruthless Aggression era, it was meant for you to go from spot to spot. There were spots in this.
Yeah.
Big spots.
And let me get it wrong, but in a good person, Edge, when he's in one of those Ruthless Aggression era matches, flowed naturally.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but were better when someone like Edge, who went through a lot of these stuff.
Right.
Not everyone could do that well, and they were just spot fests. There were some Money in the Bank matches that were very much spot fests.
Yeah.
Just setting from one spot to the next because they didn't know how to do it. Or Vince wouldn't let them do anything else.
Probably.
There are spots. We knew there were going to be spots. It's a street fight. Yeah. But what they did was they took the spot fest type match from the Attitude in ECW and turned it into a match. An actual wrestling match as well.
Yes.
Elevating the street fight, earning its 5 stars from Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, definitely. So I do love the fact that some people on the internet, seriously, most of you piss me off. We're like, well, if this had taken place in New Japan, it would have gotten 6 stars. No, it wouldn't.
No.
The reason was because, for me, you look at the match between Kenny and Chris Jericho.
Yes.
That's a lot like this match.
Yeah.
Kind of a street fight. It didn't get 5 stars.
You got 4 and a quarter?
4 and a quarter. Huh.
Oh, no, it was 4.5, wasn't it?
Still, 4.5. This was a better match.
Yes.
I think part of the reason why they haven't been able to break the 5-star mold, there's a key element that needs to just be there to make it go a little bit further. Be it a title.
Yep.
Be it something on the line.
Yep.
That just elevates it a little bit further.
Well, there was something that in the first match that elevated, but that's why it got the 5 stars.
Right. That's what brought it up to 5.
If it wasn't for those stakes, it probably would have been a 4.5.
Right.
Because it would just been a revenge match, basically, when you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was good, but it was
with that stake on the line.
Yeah, it elevated it.
Yes. This one was just payback. But because it was a street fight, it helped elevate this from what their last match was to this.
Yes. And it also shows that both of these men are able to put on these top quality matches without sacrificing too much.
Yes. And
Until that table spot. Oh my
oh
god.
God, yeah.
I thought someone was injured.
Yeah. And then, can I just say, I love the fact that Tommaso ripped up the ring.
Yes.
There's only one person at a time I've ever seen them do that, and that was Bully Ray in TNA when he pile drives Sting into the...
What are you talking about? Nexus.
They
tore up the ring all the time.
tore up the ring, but actually during
for a spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
No.
I'm not saying actually tear up the ring. I'm talking about actually tear up the ring during the match for like a move on the hard beams.
Which is really funny because, I mean, you look at the pad.
Yeah.
There's almost no pad underneath them.
It's a wrestling pad. It's like a normal wrestling match that wrestlers
it's
in
almost,
high school wrestle on.
Yeah, it's a 1/4 inch to a half inch.
I think it's about a 1/2 inch.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
You know that WCW had 1.5 inches?
Not surprised. It's WCW. There were pansies over there.
Yeah. But that was only after Hogan came over.
Of course.
I wonder why. Because, I mean, you watch some of those times,
Yeah.
you would see indentations of them in the ring.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you guys have way too much padding to
Yeah.
make me believe anything that's going on now.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that spot there, and we pulled up, and you knew they were gonna tease that spot. That was gonna come back.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's the thing, just like the first match, you were like, who the fuck is gonna win this match?
For me, the best matches are when you don't know who's going to win. You want someone to win, but you go into it not knowing.
Can I just point out, my thing just said I'm 12 for 12 for hitting my 250 steps on my this. You know why I did that?
Because your arms
my
have been
hands are
shaking
moving
around.
this entire time.
Yeah.
And it thinks I'm getting steps. I love that.
Good for you.
I'm getting exercise without actually doing exercise, apparently. I love that. But yeah, that was a great match. But when we got to after the table spot, especially after how Tommaso pulled Johnny's ring out and threw it away.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you heard it like ting ting
Yeah.
way the hell away from it. I was like, dude, that was his wedding ring. Come on. There are some lines you just do not cross.
And the fact that like he just sat there for so long. Yes, it was a rest time.
Yeah.
For them. But at the same time, it was a whole character moment. And you're just like, is he going to give into it? Should he just let it be? And he's like, he finally said, no, I cannot let this stand. This has to end. And it was led to his ultimate defeat.
Yep.
And I loved how it was a DDT on the hard beams with a handcuff.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to fall well with your hands behind your handcuffed and not break your wrists.
Yeah.
And do that kind of move.
I know.
And if you watch him, he turns this way so he can get he's bumping with the top part of his right shoulder and everything else is kind of up.
Get closer to the mic. Once again, you cannot talk into a microphone. You have to act everything out.
Yes, I do. But that's what this is there for.
Yeah, it doesn't pick up much.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. I picked that up.
It barely picked it up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, but yeah, this was match of the night.
Oh, by far. I knew this was going to turn into be a great match, but I
was not expecting it to be as big as it was.
Yes, it was great. It kept you guessing. But when Gargano went back, I'm like, my 5 for 5 is going away.
Oh God, yeah.
Because at this point, I was 4 for
you
4.
Were 4 for 4.
You were 3 for 1.
Yes.
And with this match, you got your tie.
We got the tie.
I was like, I was 5 for 5, and I'm like, when I saw, I'm like, maybe we'll get it. Oh no, I do. I was like, oh okay.
Nope, it's not gonna happen.
But this is why they're saying Tommaso has the title shot. Takeover Brooklyn 4. But these TV tapings only cover for July. We still have another round. I would love it if Johnny Gargano is added to this match.
I don't know.
I mean, I
don't think so.
I don't know. We'll find out once the next month's tapings for the lead into actual Brooklyn.
Yes.
But if we don't get that, it has to, the final match between these two for the feud has to be for the takeover on the NXT title with Gargano not only beating his best friend finally for the final time. he takes the NXT Championship.
Yes, I would like to see that.
If we don't get a triple threat match, we wins it there. But we'll see.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to thank everyone. Tim, I'm not thanking you because you always ruin the show.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking us out.
Make sure you comment down below your thoughts on Takeover, best in the world, your thoughts on WWE's new way of getting heat on Brock Lesnar and getting cheers for Roman Reigns.
Oh my
all
God,
down in the comment section.
It's so horrible.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel and pound that alert so you know when new videos go up.
Yes.
On that, Adam, I just have one thing to say to you.
What?
Go fuck yourself.